Hi everyone, welcome to the BoldSign API tutorial. In this video, I'll guide you through embedding a template creation link into your application using an iframe with the BoldSign Node.js SDK. I'll also cover how to generate a template link, integrate it using an iframe, and customize the toolbar. Let's get started. Make sure you have Node.js version 12 or higher installed. First, install the BoldSign Node.js SDK by running the command npm install BoldSign in your terminal. As I have already installed it, I'll confirm by running npm list BoldSign. As you can see, the package has been installed and is ready to go. To generate a template link, I navigate to the BoldSign developer documentation on creating a template link, locate the Node.js code snippet, copy it, and paste it into a new JavaScript file. Next, I update the code and set the API key in the template API object to connect with BoldSign services. If you haven't generated your API key yet, you can do so by logging into the BoldSign web app. Then, navigate to the API menu, select the API keys, and generate a new key. The template API object creates an embedded template link similar to a regular template, but with extra properties for customization, which I'll show later. I define the recipient role as Manager for the template. Next, I add a document to the template, in this case, a non-disclosure agreement. I then move to the template creation setup using the embedded template request object. This is the main request object, where I define all necessary properties for generating the URL, including setting the template title, description, and document title. The View option configures the initial page that loads from the generated URL. You can set this to Filling Page or Prepare Page. The Filling Page customizes roles and enforces authentication, while the Prepare Page configures form fields for the roles. I set the View option to Prepare Page. Since I've already defined the document and role, users don't need to upload files. Next, I display the toolbar by setting the Show Toolbar property to True, as it is hidden by default. Once enabled, the toolbar automatically activates buttons such as Navigation, Save, Preview, and Create. To hide specific buttons, simply set their corresponding properties to false. I'll hide the Navigation button from the toolbar as I've already uploaded the document and defined the role. The user only needs to configure form fields for the roles on the Prepare page, preventing unnecessary navigation during the template creation process. To display tooltips on the Prepare page, the Show Tooltip property should be enabled. I then ran the sample. The response includes a template URL, which I'll embed within my application. A draft template is created. When the template creation process is completed using the embedded link, the final template will be created. Until then, it remains a draft. I copy the generated URL and paste it into the browser. The Prepare page is rendered directly as I've set it in the View option. On this page, I can configure form fields right away. You'll notice that the navigation button is hidden since I disabled it in our code. Next, I'll show you how to embed this link in an iframe. You can integrate the link as a pop-up or new window. I navigate to the BoldSign developer documentation and find sample code snippets for embedding the template link in an iframe. These client-side triggers control the embedded template page loaded within the iframe. The client-side events are special events that are triggered within the template creation page in response to specific user interactions on the Create Template page. I copy the code for creating the iframe and paste it into my HTML file. I set the generated URL as the source attribute and adjust its height. I then run the sample. The Prepare page is rendered within the iframe. Next, to customize the toolbar and its button actions using client-side triggers and handle client-side events, I navigate to my Node.js script and set the Show Toolbar property to false to hide the toolbar. I enable specific toolbar buttons like Save, Preview, and Create. I run the sample, copy the generated URL, and set it as the source attribute. Next, I copy the code snippets for custom toolbar buttons from the developer documentation and paste them into my HTML. Then, I copy the scripts for the button actions and paste them into my HTML. I also copy and paste the code for handling client-side events under the script tag. In the onCreate success event, I add an alert with a message and run the sample. See, the sample is rendered with custom toolbar buttons. I add a signature form field. Now, I can preview the template by clicking the preview button, exit by clicking the exit preview option, and click Save to save the changes. Lastly, when I click the Create Template button, the template is created successfully and the alert message is displayed. That's it. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, like and subscribe. Stay tuned to our channel for more BoldSign API tutorial videos.